Marco Polo, born in 1254, was a Venetian merchant, explorer, and writer. He hailed from a family of traders who had already established a reputation for their extensive travels and successful trade ventures. Marco's early life in Venice was filled with stories of distant lands and exotic cultures, which fueled his curiosity and desire for adventure. His travels across Asia in the 13th century opened up the East to Europe. These journeys were not just about trade, they were about bridging two vastly different worlds. Marco's detailed accounts of the places he visited and the people he met provided a unique glimpse into the rich and diverse cultures of Asia, which were largely unknown to Europeans at the time. His book, The Travels of Marco Polo, provided Europeans with their first comprehensive look at China, Central Asia, and other Asian countries. This book became a crucial source of information and inspiration for future explorers and traders. It described the grandeur of the Chinese court, the bustling markets of Central Asia, and the advanced technologies and customs of the East. Marco Polo's father, Niccolo, and uncle Maffeo were successful merchants. They had already made significant inroads into the East, establishing trade routes and building relationships with local rulers. Their experiences and connections were invaluable to Marco, providing him with a solid foundation for his own explorations. They had traveled to the east and met Kublai Khan, the Mongol emperor. Kublai Khan was a powerful and influential ruler who controlled a vast empire that stretched across much of Asia. His court was a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and innovations, making it a fascinating destination for any traveler. The Khan was intrigued by the Polos and asked them to return with gifts and educated men from the West. He saw the potential for cultural and technological exchange, and he was eager to learn more about the Western world. This request set the stage for Marco's epic journey as he accompanied his father and uncle back to the east. In 1271, 17-year-old Marco joined his father and uncle on their return journey to the east. This was a monumental decision for the young Marco, as it meant leaving behind the familiar comforts of Venice and embarking on a perilous journey into the unknown. His youthful enthusiasm and sense of adventure were crucial in helping him overcome the many challenges they would face. They set sail from Venice, carrying gifts and papal letters for Kublai Khan. These gifts were carefully chosen to impress the Mongol emperor and to demonstrate the wealth and sophistication of the West. The letters from the Pope were intended to establish a diplomatic and religious connection between the two worlds. The journey was long and arduous, taking them across the Mediterranean Sea, through the Holy Land, and into Persia. Each leg of the journey presented its own set of challenges, from navigating treacherous waters to dealing with political and religious tensions in the Holy Land. Persia, with its vast deserts and rugged terrain, tested their endurance and resolve. The Polos faced many dangers on their journey. Bandits, hostile local rulers, and extreme weather conditions were just a few of the threats they encountered. Each day brought new obstacles, and their survival depended on their resourcefulness, courage, and determination. They crossed treacherous deserts, navigated through hostile territories, and endured scorching heat and freezing cold. The harsh conditions tested their physical and mental limits, but they pressed on, driven by their goal of reaching Kublai Khan's court. However, their determination to reach the court of Kublai Khan kept them going. The promise of adventure, the allure of the unknown, and the opportunity to make history were powerful motivators. Marco Polo's journey was not just a physical expedition, it was a quest for knowledge, understanding, and connection between two worlds. The Polos' journey took them through some of the most challenging terrains on Earth. Their expedition was not just a test of endurance, but also a testament to human curiosity and resilience. They ventured into lands unknown to the Western world, driven by a desire to explore and understand the vast and diverse cultures that lay beyond their homeland. They traversed the desolate plains of Persia, where they encountered nomadic tribes and ancient ruins. These tribes, with their rich traditions and way of life, offered the Polos a glimpse into a world that was both ancient and ever-changing. The ruins stood as silent witnesses to the grandeur of past civilizations, sparking the Polos' imagination and deepening their appreciation for history. They climbed the towering Pamir Mountains, known as the roof of the world, where they braved thin air and treacherous paths. The journey through these mountains was perilous, with steep cliffs and unpredictable weather. Yet the breathtaking views and the sense of achievement upon reaching the peaks made every hardship worthwhile. The Pamirs tested their physical limits but also rewarded them with unparalleled beauty and a sense of connection to the natural world. They crossed the Gobi Desert, a vast expanse of sand and gravel, where they faced sandstorms and extreme temperatures. The desert was a formidable adversary, with its relentless heat during the day and freezing cold at night. The Polos had to rely on their wits and the guidance of local nomads to navigate this harsh environment. Despite the challenges, the Gobi Desert's stark beauty and the sense of isolation it provided left a lasting impression on them. Along the way, they encountered a variety of cultures and peoples, each with their own unique customs and languages. These interactions enriched their journey, offering them new perspectives and insights. The Polos were not just passive observers, they engaged with the people they met, learning about their traditions, beliefs, and ways of life. This cultural exchange was a vital part of their journey, broadening their horizons and deepening their understanding of the world. The Polos adapted to these new environments, learning local languages and adopting local customs. They understood that to truly appreciate and navigate these diverse lands, they needed to immerse themselves in the local culture. This adaptability not only helped them survive, but also allowed them to build meaningful connections with the people they encountered. Their willingness to learn and adapt was a key factor in the success of their journey. Their experiences exposed them to the diversity of the East. They witnessed firsthand the rich tapestry of cultures, each with its own unique traditions and way of life. This exposure was transformative, challenging their preconceived notions and expanding their worldview. The Polos' journey was not just a physical expedition but also a profound cultural and intellectual exploration. They witnessed the bustling bazaars of Persia, the majestic mosques of Samarkand, and the vibrant silk workshops of China. These experiences were a feast for the senses, with the sights, sounds, and smells of these places leaving an indelible mark on their memories. The Polos' journey through these diverse landscapes was a testament to the richness and complexity of the world, and their stories continue to inspire and captivate us to this day. After 3.5 years, the Polos finally reached the summer capital of Kublai Khan, Chengdu, also known as Xanadu. Their journey had been arduous, traversing treacherous mountains and vast deserts, but their determination never wavered. The sight of the grand city was a reward in itself, a testament to their perseverance and courage. Kublai Khan welcomed them warmly and was impressed by Marco's intelligence and eagerness to learn. The Khan, a man of great vision, saw potential in the young Venetian and decided to take him under his wing. Marco's curiosity and keen observation skills quickly made him a favorite at the court. Marco learned to speak several Asian languages and was given important administrative positions within the Khan's court. His ability to communicate across cultures made him an invaluable asset. He immersed himself in the study of local customs, laws, and governance, gaining a deep understanding of the region. Marco served Kublai Khan for 17 years. During this time, he became a trusted advisor and confidant. His insights and reports were highly valued, and he played a crucial role in the administration of the vast empire. He traveled extensively throughout China, acting as the Khan's emissary and observer. His journeys took him to the farthest reaches of the empire, where he documented the diverse cultures and landscapes he encountered. Each trip added to his growing repository of knowledge. Marco was fascinated by Chinese culture and customs. He attended traditional festivals, visited bustling marketplaces, and observed the daily lives of the people. His writings provide a vivid picture of the rich cultural tapestry of the time. He marveled at the city's size and sophistication, the efficiency of the postal system, and the use of paper money. These innovations were far ahead of anything he had seen in Europe, and he was eager to share these wonders with the world. He wrote detailed accounts of Chinese society, including their religious practices, festivals, and technological innovations. His observations were meticulous, capturing the essence of a civilization that was both ancient and advanced. Marco Polo's writings would later become a valuable resource for historians and explorers alike, offering a glimpse into a world that was, for many, shrouded in mystery. Marco Polo's travels took him to many parts of Asia never before seen by Europeans. He visited the island of Java, where he encountered exotic spices and strange animals. He traveled to Burma, where he witnessed the splendor of the golden pagodas. He journeyed to India, where he learned about Hinduism and Buddhism. He described the black stones, or coal, used as fuel, a substance unknown in Europe at the time. He was amazed by the sight of burning black stones and noted their efficiency in providing heat. His accounts of these wonders introduced Europeans to the wealth and diversity of the East. Section 5. The Long Road Home. After many years in the service of Kublai Khan, the Polos yearned to return home. In 1292, they were granted permission to leave China. They accompanied a Mongol princess who was to be escorted to Persia to marry a Persian prince. The journey home was long and perilous, taking them by sea from China to Persia and then overland back to Venice. They arrived in Venice in 1295 after an absence of 24 years. Their friends and family barely recognized them. They had returned wealthy from their travels, laden with jewels and silks. Section 6. Tales of a Traveler. Upon their return, Marco Polo found himself caught up in a naval battle between Venice and Genoa. He was captured and imprisoned. While in prison, he met Rustichello da Pisa, a fellow prisoner and writer of romances. Marco dictated the story of his travels to Rustichello, who wrote them down in French. The book, originally titled Description of the World, became known as The Travels of Marco Polo. The book was an instant success, widely circulated in manuscript form throughout Europe. It was translated into many languages and became a bestseller. Section 7. Marco Polo's World Today. Today, Marco Polo's travels continue to fascinate and inspire. His journey along the Silk Road offers a glimpse into a world of lost civilizations, exotic cultures, and incredible human achievements. His descriptions of China challenged European perceptions of the world and helped to usher in a new era of exploration and discovery. His book, The Travels of Marco Polo, remains a classic of travel literature. It is a testament to the power of human curiosity and the enduring legacy of one man's epic journey. Section 8. The Enduring Legacy. Marco Polo's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is credited with introducing Europe to the East, opening up new trade routes and expanding European knowledge of geography, culture, and technology. His writings inspired generations of explorers, including Christopher Columbus, who carried a copy of The Travels of Marco Polo with him on his voyages. However, some scholars question the accuracy of his accounts, arguing that he may have exaggerated his experiences or relied on hearsay. Despite these criticisms, Marco Polo's journey remains one of the most remarkable adventures in human history. Section 9. Beyond Xanadu. Marco Polo's journey was not just a physical journey but also a journey of the mind. It challenged his preconceived notions, expanded his horizons, and transformed his understanding of the world. His story reminds us that the world is a vast and wondrous place, full of surprises and waiting to be explored. As we navigate our own paths in the 21st century, we can draw inspiration from Marco Polo's courage, curiosity, and open-mindedness. His journey reminds us to embrace the unknown, to seek out new experiences, and to approach the world with a sense of wonder and respect.